All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Benjamin, and I'm the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. In a video that I'm going to show you shortly, His Excellency Peter Obi exposed the evil practices of some of the leaders in this country. But before I show you that video, let me quickly say that the Nigeria Labour Congress has announced that it will be embarking on a nationwide strike as a result of the removal of the fuel subsidy. The chairman of the NLC, Comrade Joe Ajaero, made this known in a meeting yesterday. See as in the talker.
The NLC decided that if by Wednesday next week that the NNPC, a private limited liability company that illegally announced a price regime in the oil sector, refuses to revert itself for negotiation to continue, that the Nigerian Labour Congress and all its affiliates will withdraw their services and commence protest nationwide until this is complied with, and that NNPC doesn't have the monopoly to act illegally, even as a private company. The NLC NEC therefore directed all state councils and all industrial unions to commence mobilization from this moment to make sure that this action is enforced. Thank you, comrades, for being with us. God bless you all.
You don't hear Amba? And he actually said a lot of other things in that video. He said the subsidy regime needed probing, and he said the pump price they fixed is not commensurate with the minimum wage of Nigeria, which many states are not even paying yet. Then generally he said it was not well planned out, and that's why they want to embark on that strike. Now let's get to the video where His Excellency Peter Obi exposed the malpractice of these governors. Check out the video.
80% of companies that are collapsed in Nigeria were killed by government indebtedness. This is the only country where government, governor, local government orders anything without any responsibility of paying for it. It doesn't happen anywhere. I have a governor who has since left and is doing very well. He bought from a company 750 jeeps for his traditional rulers. He bought it at 99 million. The company was expecting to make 1.5 million. He took the vehicles, gave it to traditional rulers, and everybody wants to give it to. 4 years as I'm speaking here, that company has not been paid. They borrowed 300 million to do that job from a bank. Today they're at 25%. Today they've lost their profit. They have lost their capital injection. They are debt of 732 million as a result of that transaction. They sacked over 200 of their workers. And the governor has received all manner of title from the traditional rulers and has been given all sorts of award as a good performer and is looking for the next post. Today people are celebrating innocence. The only thing why innocence was functional, I said it here in platform and I repeat it again. When Innocent started his factory, he came to me. I said, Innocent, since you are in Anambra State producing vehicles and you're employing thousands of people from this state and surrounding, we will be your highest customer. Innocent, I'm going to give you an order. He's there, he will tell you, I gave him an order for 1,000 vehicles at 5 billion, and I paid him everything at least 180 days before delivery. I told you before that when I was buying it, oh, the cheese, everybody said they won't use it. They said the kids won't use it. They said nobody has tested it. But if it fell break, if you just say, don't worry. We will not bother. No matter the number of people he killed, the ones who remain in Anambra.
You heard that. 80% of the companies that die in this country die as a result of government indebtedness. And if you know the amount of money that state and federal governments are owing businessmen, you will not even argue with this stat. Everything government does, it does on contract. They give these contracts out to businessmen. They go out, get loans, execute these contracts. They will come start to dey beg government to pay them their money. They will release this money to government officials, but to pay businessmen wey do am go come be wahala. Look at what that governor did. Look at how he destroyed that company. The company ran into debts, folded as a company, and even the workers, he said over 200 workers sacked. And now they are hailing the man that he has done well. The traditional rulers that were giving jeeps now begin to say, this has to be the man. Even in the next election, it has to be him. And the ripple effect of all these things is that is one of the causes of the malpractices we see in elections. Because the traditional rulers now are supporting him, not minding how he performed or because of what he has done for them. But the people who would have seen his misbehavior will say, no, we don't want him. The traditional rulers will say, we want him. Before you know, there will be conflict of interest, then malpractices everywhere. This is one of the reasons why you see a lot of attacks and hate coming for His Excellency Peter Obi from all quarters. Because how many politicians do you know in this country who are bold enough to come out and say some of these things? And look at his own contribution to innocent. The innocent that you see everywhere today, this is the contribution of Peter Obi to innocent. If he had collected cash from innocent and he refused to pay them, innocent would have crashed. But he paid them at least 180 days, that is 6 months ahead, before they even did supply. Meaning, if they didn't have money for supply, they did not need to go and get a loan and pay interest. The money that he gave them, they will use that one to supply. Now, in other news, 30 billion naira has been earmarked as severance package for the 9th assembly that is ending. That is the senators and the House of Reps. Their tenure don't end and they will be living with severance package. Payoff 30 billion naira. Now they go use, take share for the outgoing and the incoming. Now, remember we have 109 senators and 360 House of Rep members. So that is a total of 469 people. Now them go share this money. And this is the statement to that effect from the Punch. He said the National Assembly management has commenced clearance of members of the Senate and the House of Representatives for payment and collection of severance package as the 9th Assembly winds down. The clerk of the House, Yahaya Danzaria, made this known in a notice to members at the plenary on Wednesday. The 9th Assembly, which was inaugurated on June 11, 2019, is expected to wind down by the first week of June, while the 10th Assembly is billed for inauguration in June 13, 2023. For the outgoing 9th Assembly, over 30 billion has been budgeted for severance and welcome package for outgoing and incoming members and aides in the 2023 Appropriation Act. You don't hear, Amba? As soon as this news dropped, many Nigerians became angry. They started complaining that this is too much, the cost of governance. And because of the time when it drop again, this subsidy time, people are saying, if they are saying they want to remove subsidy, why can't they also touch the cost of governance? How can 469 people be receiving so much? And this particular 9th Assembly is receiving 7 billion naira more than the 8th Assembly. So as we go up, the cost of governance keeps increasing. And this severance package is actually constitutional. Yes, it's part of our constitution. And that's why some people complain that there are a lot of things contained in Nigeria's constitution that is actually anti-people. Nigerians vex, but for now, you don't get anything where we fit do. The senators and the reps, they go enjoy their money. And of course, today is another day at the tribunal for His Excellency Peter Obi. No be small thing, no. The case just dey hot more and more every day. Let us still see what His Excellency will do today. Since a day before yesterday, na so evidence from EC8. Now they use trailer, they pack, come court, And INEC say no, they should not display the forms. Court say which kind talk be that? Judges say which kind talk be that? Abeg make una pack the forms come. Hey, as His Excellency come hear that one, and so he just dey pack all the form EC8 come. And Nigerians at this point are beginning to wonder, wow, so this man has all these physical results and now he's presenting them. So expect updates from the court later today. But for me to fit give you that update, I need to enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una na I dey here. So don't go away.